Chairman, you were here in 2005, and you were pivotal in actually bringing back multipartyism. The prominent parties by then resisted. They didn't want. Even my party, the Democratic Party, resisted. What is interesting is that after resisting and the referendum was done, and it went into the law that now there is multi-party politics, people ran to form parties, including the FDC. But they didn't want. So now, what were they resisting? Because we were running from the movement system to multi-partyism. Did these people want to remain in the movement system? No. The answer is no. The answer can also be yes. Because if you are resisting from a bad system to another system and you resist, simple understanding makes me to believe that probably they wanted to remain in the movement. But I want to thank you because I saw your efforts. Only about 500 Ugandans voted to bring back multipartyism, though Dr. Semogere had gone to court on issues related to multipartyism. But you cannot wash away the efforts of the chairman here and other people. But you know, in Uganda, you wait until you die. Then everybody comes to say all good things, even those they had forgotten. But now, for me, I have told you, I appreciated that. So over the years, paragraph 2, concerns have emerged that the current system marginalizes smaller opposition parties and independent MPs, potentially hindering a unified and effective opposition front. In response to these concerns, several attempts have been made to reform the processes of selecting the law to foster greater inclusivity and strengthen democratic practices within Parliament. Notably, 2 significant efforts have been undertaken prior to my current proposal. Honorable Nwagaba tried to do this after noticing that there was a problem with the way administration of Parliament is doing on the opposition side. But his proposal was defeated in 2019. I have heard people saying, oh, you are fighting the party which has a numerical strength. I don't know whether this one was also doing the same. The thing is, there are people who are comfortable in the opposition. I wonder whether they will think of getting into power. So because they are comfortable, they don't want people to touch their comfort. I am telling them right here in the opposition office, the PPP office, they should now delink themselves from comfort. They come out and we fight to get the power. If we are comfortable sleeping and having all the fun, merrymaking, there is no way we shall get the power. Another shot was given by Honorable. I don't know whether that one was also fighting the leader of opposition who is present here. Because I have heard people saying, oh, you are fighting the current leader of opposition. Why didn't you bring it when Mpuga was there? When Segona brought it, it was not Mpuga who was the leader of opposition. When Nwagaba brought it, I don't know who was the leader of opposition by then. The thing is, there is a problem. You can like it or hate it, but there is a problem, and that problem must be solved. We cannot be like people. I've been giving illustrations and analogies of someone with a boil. When a boil comes and you sit on it, it will go back because it feels you are pressing it. So it will relax a bit. But the day you stand up and you move without sitting on that particular place, it will come back. So now this boil has been coming back, and for the DP, they know what happened between Bataringaya and Ben Chiwanuka. They know what happened between Latim and Ben Chiwanuka. So now for me, what I'm doing, I'm being a good friend. I am pressing out the past from the boil so that we solve it once and for all. When someone is pressing a boil, you will be in pain, and some people can be screaming. But when the purse is out, you look at a friend and you tell him, my friend, you've helped me. The pain is gone. For now, like you've been saying, people will say a lot of things, but let them allow me to press the boil, and after the boil is done away with, I will be thanked. In Uganda there is a saying which says, nti akutwala ekiro omusiima bukedde. So I'm pulling people to take them where they are supposed to be. In Uganda also, there is another saying, embuzi ogitwala ku muddo omala kufuba. When you are taking a goat to feed, you have to use a lot of power to take it there. But before you tie it, it has started eating. So let me pull until we reach there. When you reach there, you will feed and feel good. Next official. The hurdle I have here is that one cannot be done in this bill. Why? Because of Article 75 of the composition of Parliament. The composition of Parliament, it is only the MPs who are elected directly, then the ex-officials are appointed by the President. Now I'm introducing the people to appoint some ex-official to come straight to Parliament. That is only if he attains half. That is my proposal. One can propose quarter also.
Then this one becomes lop?
Yeah, this one comes lop straight automatically. That means there will be no elections. I really wonder why even people fear elections. Because all of us came by way of election. I don't know why border stage can elect their leaders, but the leaders of our stature fear to elect our leaders. Even these people keeping boreholes, they elect. Even LC1 chairman, they elect. But when you come to Parliament, they say, no, don't elect. The way the law is crafted today on the leader of opposition, how he's supposed to be elected, actually is not complied with. The law says that the people with numerical strength, the party, shall elect the leader of opposition. I challenge them to bring me results when they held those elections. So I am also helping them. If they don't want that law, this is the time to come and remove it once and for all. But the way it is now, if somebody could do something bad, it will be disaster for the opposition. The other thing which I want to streamline in that law, when I was in the DP, a junior lawyer was advising me that they would have amended the rules. He didn't know I'm a senior lawyer. The rules come from the Act. But I didn't want to tell him that, but now I know he's listening. The rules come from the Act. There is nothing you can put in the rules when it is not supported by the Act. Probably you would have borrowed a leaf or asked Nsivambi to help him understand more, because Nsivambi is a teacher of so many lawyers. If he could not find Nsivambi, he would have gone back to the law school for more help. So that's what happens. Now, what would have happened is to explain and tell the whole world who is supposed to elect in that party with the numerical strength. The law does not provide for that. Not even the rules. So the question is, what do we do about it? Because if you go there, who elects?
So the law talks about election.
Yes, but they don't tell you who is to elect. It is not in the rules, it is not in the Act. Then that man says, you would have amended the rules. You know, sometimes it's not so good to show you know when you actually don't know. So the other one is
our general proposals. First of all, as a party, we don't believe that this proposition you are mooting is going to solve the problems that the opposition is facing. It can do something, but it is not going to solve the problems that we are facing as opposition. This alone. We therefore propose that we generate an omnibus proposed amendments as opposition, and this should be one of them.
Okay.
We need, as opposition, to generate proposals as opposition, because if we generate them and we push for them as opposition in general, they will have more clout, they will be listened to with open ears, they will attract a lot of attraction from government and from the public and from the international community, so that we can be able to amend electoral laws and the constitution in general. So it's very, very important that as you move from one party to the other, you urge your party leaders, to generate proposals and present probably to the leader of opposition, including this one that you are proposing, so that he can lead us to Parliament and go and push for all these amendments.
At least I know people have been in opposition. It is a sacrifice which nobody can even tell about. You lose everything. Even the opportunities you would have gotten, you don't get them because you are in opposition. You are talking very hard words. So I think, and I'm encouraging my friends on the opposition, that let us think of how to leave the opposition and go to power. If you think you are too comfortable in the opposition, you are daydreaming. You will be more comfortable when you are in power. I also had people saying, oh, you'd have brought that even the chief whip in the government is elected. Sometimes I wonder whether people have a problem in their head or not. The people they are talking about, they are in power. If they want to elect a chief whip, they can do it. If they want to appoint him, they can still do it. Oh, why not the prime minister? And I was wondering whether actually when this one went to the law school, he knew what he studied. The moment we go to Parliament, those two people, they are elected by Parliament. The elections, people know only this one of dropping votes. That one is also an old kind of election. They move a motion when he's appointed. They move a motion which can be rejected by Parliament. For the information of the viewers who are seeing, that one is also some kind of election, because you can be rejected or accepted. So for them in power, they are not worried, they are happy. The problem this way, we don't know whether we will one day be in power. So I will encourage them to start thinking of us being that side. Then the other one which I'm proposing is the election of the opposition whip. This man, by man I'm not saying Honorable Nambeshe, but I'm saying a man, whoever man, which will be or a woman. His duty is to mobilize MPs to see that those MPs are in Parliament, or to mobilize them if we want to do anything. This man, if he's not friendly to you, He will never be able to call you. If this man does not want to call you, he will not call you because you didn't vote for him and he doesn't need you. How is he going to mobilize MPs? So I am saying for that one, he should be nominated by the greater opposition and we vote for him. The other one I'm proposing is that the cabinet, when there is appointment by that party with the greatest numerical strength on the opposition, let those people appear in the opposition, greater opposition, and we vet them, we talk to them. Someone can be appointed Minister of Agriculture, for example, when he has never been in any village. He doesn't even know what agriculture is all about. But he can serve well in sports. So we can advise that, you put this one in sports. He was once a very good football player. So we need to have a difference from the government, the way they are appointing, and to us who are waiting to go to government. That is why I'm proposing. This one I'm proposing together with the chairman of committees, the committees which are taken over by the opposition. And I know that would be very good, other than appointing people because of friendship or because of anything. We need solid cabinet with the people of greater capacity to serve. Then I'm introducing a new thing of another commissioner. Though I'm introducing that commissioners should be elected. I saw someone in DP saying, no, they should be appointed. He didn't read the law. The law says commissioners shall be appointed by MPs. That is why when we go there, they bring a name, someone's name, and they put a question. But now what I want to change is that election should not be like that. Someone should be nominated the way it is done when we are voting for members of East African Parliament. Somebody comes and talks to us, but someone is going to serve you, he doesn't want to talk to you. So I don't know I don't know why Ugandans want such a thing, that someone is going to serve you, he does not require to talk to you, you don't have any control over him. So I think we should vote for these people and should be open nomination. Then I'm introducing a new commissioner to serve smaller parties, all of them, to be served by that commissioner. Because the 3 commissioners are for NRM, the other 1 commissioner is for the bigger party. Then what about the others? The others are left there hanging. If you need to talk to them, you have to run to that 1 commissioner. And if he doesn't want to serve you, he doesn't need you anyway, because he's appointed. All just a name is, because this time the party just writes and then that name is put before Parliament. I'm suggesting let us vote. Lastly, maybe let me take you through this one. I've heard of bad faith, that I brought this one in bad faith, but there is nobody who is bringing anything in good faith. I don't know whether I should keep quiet. Because if they think this one is bad faith, okay, they can bring something in good faith. It's also okay with me. And I don't know what kind of machine they use to measure bad faith. And we have only 1 year to go. I don't know what time they are telling me that it is not this time. We have 1 year to go. I don't know why should I wait. I should bring whatever I want to bring this time, because there is nothing coming. I was telling Honorable Mao the other day, he went to the movement telling us that he had gone there specifically to bring electoral reforms. You know that. Where are they? So we keep quiet. He went there telling us, I have gone here to bring electoral reforms. Where are they? Nothing. So we keep quiet because of some people think of bad things. For me, as the Member of Parliament from Mityana South, I am not going to keep quiet. I will do what I feel is right. So people should embrace reform in one way or another. And people should agree that there are people who can now think. We can think and do something. In conclusion, fear to guide our decisions. Instead, let us have the courage to embrace these necessary reforms, to practice the democracy we preach, and to build a stronger, more unified opposition that is truly representative of all its members. If we are to hold the government accountable, we must first hold ourselves to the highest standards of democratic practice and accountability. In conclusion, the Administration of Parliament Amendment Bill 2024 is a proposal that seeks to enhance the democratic process within the opposition. It is a test of our commitment to the principles we espouse. Let us rise to the occasion, reject the fear of the unknown, because people fear even what will come out. They fear, and move forward with the confidence that these reforms will lead to a more effective and a unified opposition capable of serving the people of Uganda with integrity and purpose. I want to thank you, but before I give back the floor, I want to say this and then I conclude. For the people on the opposition, I don't know whether what we are doing can help us to take power. Because now we have 1 year, I don't know what strategies we have made so far to see to it that we can attain power. For me, what I'm going to help is to see to it that I amend the Parliamentary Election Act, Presidential Election Act, and the Local Government Act, so that this crying, just crying, every time crying, is stopped that way. I think I would have made a contribution to the better and good elections that we all deserve. The other one which I want to amend in the Constitution, I want that the President stops electing members of the Electoral Commission, including the chairman. I will do that kind of amendment in the Constitution if I'm given a chance to do. I will only be defeated if it is defeat, but I will stand my ground and urge my case in that Parliament, because people have failed to do their work. If they have failed, they are sleeping on their work. Okay, let me help them. Actually, I'm very happy there is a debate now over this. Everybody was quiet. The problem is that when they come to do a debate, they do it in a vulgar way. Probably their parents did not help them to understand that it is not very good to use vulgar language, and that it is not very good to abuse others, and that it is not very good to actually talk out of ignorance. Now I have given my position. Whoever wants to criticize can start from here, because now they have heard. The bill is ready. I have drafted it. It is very ready. I'm just waiting for the certificate of financial implication, which may be out today or the other day, on Monday. Then when it is ready, I'll write straight to the Speaker to give me a chance on the order paper. 5 minutes only, and then the bill will be ready for the first time. Now, whoever wants a contribution, that will be your time. You go to the committee, I will be there. You either convince me or I convince you. If you don't know, you keep quiet and you leave some people to think. Thank you.
Our general proposals. First of all, as a party, we don't believe that this proposition you are mooting is going to solve the problems that the opposition is facing. It can do something, but it is not going to solve the problems that we are facing as opposition, this alone. We therefore propose that we generate an omnibus proposed amendments as opposition, and this should be one of them.
Okay.
We need, as opposition, to generate proposals as opposition, because if we generate them and we push for them as opposition in general, they will have more clout, they will be listened to with open ears, they will attract a lot of attraction from government and from the public and from the international community, so that we can be able to amend electoral laws and the constitution in general. So it's very, very important that as you move from one party to the other, you urge your party leaders, to generate proposals and present probably to the leader of opposition, including this one that you are proposing, so that he can lead us to Parliament and go and push for all these amendments. Okusooka, Honorable Lumu tumwebaza okuba nti asobodde okujja okutwanjulira ebiteeso bye ku ebyo byalowooza byayagala okukyusa. Ffe ng'ekibiina ekikkiririza mu kuteesa, ekikkiririza mu mirembe, tulowooza nti omuntu yenna bw'aba aleese ebirowoozo oyinza okukkaanya nabyo oba obutakkaanya nabyo, naye tulowooza nti wandibadde nga omuddamu mu ngeri ya kigunjufu, wandibadde nga omuddamu na birowoozo ebyo by'otokkaanya naye, oba si ekyo n'oyongeramu ebyo ye byaleese bw'oba ng'okkaanya naye. Ffe ogwo gwe mutima ng'ekibiina ky'ebyobufuzi gwe tulowooza nti gwe gulina okuzimbibwa, era gwe mutima gwe tumukkiririza okujja okutukyalira n'okutuwa ebirowoozo bye. Ebirowoozo bye tubifunye, of course munda bwe yatuwandiikira twatandika okukonsaltinga ku birowoozo bye, naye nga bwe mumanyi nti ffe tuli kibiina kya byabufuzi, tetuyinza kwogera kirowoozo kya muntu nti chairman yayogedde oba secretary general yayogedde. Ebirowoozo byaffe tumala kutuula ng'ekibiina ne tubidigestinga, ne tujjamu ebyo bye tulowooza nti ebyo bye tukkaanyizaako era ne tubipresentinga. Ekyo kye kituyambye ng'ekibiina obutabeera na contradictions, obutabeera na kukaayana buli kiseera nti chairman yayogedde kikye nti ate secretary general yayogedde kikye. So tumukakasizza nti tujja kutuula, naye tumusabye nti tulowooza nti wadde ebirowoozo bye mutuufu okubireeta kuba memba wa Parliament, naye tulowooza nti biyinza ekirowoozo kye kyokka tekijja kutereeza bizibu biri mu opposition byesinkana. Tumusabye nti buli kibiina gy'agenda akikubirize okuleeta ebirowoozo ku buli nsonga yonna eyeetaaga okukyusa mu mateeka g'ebyokulonda ne mu mateeka g'eggwanga. Akozese omukisa gwe kuba ali mu Parliament okutuukirira leader wa opposition, akozese omukisa gwe okutuukira buli member wa Parliament, n'okutuukira bano ba leaders b'ebibiina bagenda sinkana, okubateekamu amaanyi n'okubasaba nti tuleete ebirowoozo bino byonna tubiteeke wamu nga n'ekikyemu ekiri. tubeere nga tubitwalira wamu, kubanga bwe tunaabitwalira wamu lwe tujja okuba n'amaanyi, eggwanga lye lujja okusinga okubitunulako. Kati kino kya generatinze debate, kale kirowoozo kimu, senga byazze bingi olwo debate yandibadde nnene, ate ne gavumenti we tujja okusobola okugiteeka ku nninga, okubiteeka mu nkola. Oba oliawo n'ebibiina n'ensi ezituyambako lwe zijja okuteekawo akazito, ebirowoozo by'ebiteeso bye twagala okukyusa basobole okubikyusa. So tumuwadde amagezi nti kyandibadde kirungi ekirowoozo kino ne kijja ne kyegatta mu bingi ne tubitwala omulundi gumu.